The shooting death of a beloved pastor and prominent leader in Memphis left plenty of people stunned, many asking, why would anyone kill Pastor Ricky Floyd? Well, tonight, only on News Channel 3, video showing a portion of what happened the night Pastor Floyd was shot to death. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. WREG has viewed the video provided to us by the attorneys of the woman charged with shooting Floyd. We have carefully considered the weight of what's shown and the sensitivity to all involved in this tragedy. But we also believe it's an important part of the story and one you deserve to see. Here's WREG investigator April Thompson.
Plenty of speculation surrounding the shooting of Pastor Ricky Floyd outside Mama's Bar and Kitchen March 12th. Phone video captured what appears to be some of the final moments of Pastor Floyd's life. It shows the Tahoe truck he is in putting on brakes, Pastor Floyd getting out, walking toward the person shooting the video as they yell to back up.
I'm backing back 3 times now. When I do that, you know, back the up.
Then the video drops out. WREG sat down with the attorneys for Samantha Marion, charged with shooting Pastor Floyd to death. They say the video speaks for itself.
The video does not capture the gunfire that would have taken place probably maybe 3 or 4 seconds later, but it clearly shows him approaching her aggressively after being told several times to stop and that he should not be, walking up on her like that.
Keith Perry says his client, Samantha Marion, was behind the camera shooting the video. And it came after Marion and a man she had met that night got into a heated religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside the bar. Perry says when everyone was leaving, Pastor Floyd walked toward Marion and the man got between them.
He stands in front of Reverend Floyd. He's knocked to the ground by Reverend Floyd, and when he does, the back of his head hits the pavement, and he becomes a little stunned or dazed. Reverend Floyd then takes the telephone of Miss Marion, and he throws it to the ground, and he hurled a couple of insults or what have you, and then starts to walk off.
That's when he says Samantha Marion picks up her phone and starts videoing the license plate of the truck, since she had never met Floyd before. That's where the video picks up.
Whatever triggered him, he was upset with Mrs. Marion. He fought through 2 individuals to get to her, and watching him storm from the vehicle and approach her, it was clear that his intentions was definitely not to give her a hug and say, hey, let's work this out. But he had aggression in his heart and in his mind.
WREG acknowledges that this is only one piece of video from that night, and it does not include what police have described as Pastor Floyd holding his hands up and walking backwards away from Marion before falling to the ground. Out of respect for Pastor Floyd's family, WREG reached out to a family spokesperson.
Right there, that don't look good. That don't look good for, a pastor. People were speculating. A lot of people are angry at the woman. They were angry at her. No one really knew the facts anyway. But now video coming out and you see him, he get out that car like Suge Knight walking towards her. And it said that the argument was over religion. That was the argument. Was over that. So it's kind of crazy that someone that is supposed to have the ability to de-escalate, supposed to have the ability to have self-discipline, discipline themselves in a situation like that, was not able to do none of that. And she popped them. You know what I mean? She popped them. And let me just tell you, like this is something that you always see in the Christian church. You always see something happen that is so outrageous because people look at those people in them churches as though they are actually people of God when they don't even know the scriptures or nothing like that. Church is really just like it's a place where people go and get a feeling. They get a motivational speech, get some entertainment. You know what I mean? Some entertainment, a motivational speech, And that's really it. And that's why you see stuff like that, stories where, pastors have, been with men's wives or unalived them, someone they were messing with, or this situation right here, because that's just the nature of the place. You see in his eyes, he had that look in his eyes like B, if I get my hands on you, I'm gonna choke you out. I'm gonna do something to you. It cuts off, but they say once it cuts off, they say that like almost a second later is when the shots went off. And so it looks like it may be justified, and this is somebody that is a well-known in the community he's in. He's a pastor, he's on television and all of this stuff, but that don't mean nothing, y'all. That don't mean nothing. We done seen it time and time again. We done seen this play out too many times to be surprised. Nubian King said, this is a no-brainer. She warned him 3 times, like she told him, but he kept coming in a very aggressive manner. Therefore, she had to defend herself. He should have kept going home to his wife, bruh. I mean, you said it all. He was already in the vehicle. The vehicle was leaving. He stopped. I guess he stopped because he seen him in the rear view mirror, and they were recording, trying to get his license plate. So he stopped and got out again. That's that. Like the brother said, that's that demon. That's that demon in his head. And you can't let a demon play you. And what I'm saying is, you got that. Everybody has that thing in their head, that voice in their head that say, do it. Oh, this B got me effed up. Oh, this nigga ain't finna get over on me. I'm not finna let that slide. Everybody has that thing in their head that says, do it. But you got to have the other thing in your head that says, let it go. It's not that serious. Like Nubian King said, your wife is at home. Go home, brother. You done had too much to drink. Now, think of this. This is the last image. I don't know if he has kids or not, but this is the last image of the pastor that people will see. This is the last act of his life. A so-called man of God. This is the last act of his life. Being undisciplined. Being emotional over a conversation about religion, an argument about religion in a bar in the middle of the night. That's crazy. I know what I'm saying, what I speak is the truth. And when I tell somebody, because I've done the research, I do not care if you agree with me or not. It don't matter to me. I'm not upset. You can't get me out off my square like that. Matter of fact, if I was drinking in a place like that, I'm really on point. My head is on a swivel, because the way I grew up is I always expect something to pop off. So I see things like way ahead of time to de-escalate. I already know how to de-escalate. I already know a situation I don't want to be in. I already know that I don't even want to keep going. If I have to go back and forth with you, I want to cut that off right away. I'm not going to sit there and argue with no woman. Not saying like woman or man. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth at a bar where people are getting drunk and where so many things is going on. So much stuff is going on in places like that. People are supposed to be there for fun. You're supposed to be there to enjoy yourself and have a good time. So if somebody is on that type of time, if the energy got to go there, then I don't even want to entertain it. And so he had an opportunity. His opportunity was the first time when he was in that truck and he was rolling off. That opportunity left the minute he put the brakes on and hopped out that truck and started walking back towards that sister.